Welcome to the Market Mindset. We are the hub for news, results, and CEO interviews focusing the junior commodities sector. We provide market analysis and perspective that will help position you for solid returns. If that sounds like something you're interested in, you can help support us by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the notification bell. For more info, you can visit our website. All links are in the description below. Now let's get into today's video.
Welcome to our final segment with Robert Rolfing from Desert Mountain Energy, where we're talking about the execution phase, wrapping up and summing up our interview and talking about the operation of the plant and things to expect moving forward. I would look where we are. And once again, it's the longer term for you, but for anyone who's followed our channel, it's very, very short time period with lots of success. And if someone's new looking at this and they think, oh, I missed the run. No, this is just the start to what could be the next. This is the first kind of R&D phase of boom, done, we're here. And that's why this, I like to call it the execution phase, and the operational phase is critical, because nailing this part and making sure it's nailed correctly leads a pathway towards this growth and further growth a lot on solid foundational ground.
Well, see, and that's one of the other things, people want to understand about, well, exactly what pricing is it going to be and why this. And it's like, helium's not traded on CBOT.
Yeah.
Or the same. It's not. It's very opaque. Donna and I have both reiterated, it's basically controlled by three corporations, and the majority of it. And then there's 5 other small corporations. But they are all, none of them are into the exploration, well drilling, production. That they just want the cream.
Yeah.
And so again, that gets back to this. That is such an opaque market, and it goes up and down. The one thing I really do not believe that this market is going to go away. Honestly, in the next 6 years, you look at how long it took. Just as an example, I do not wish ill upon any other company. I really don't. The life's too short. Sorry. I wish the best for everyone. I really do. It's not going to happen. But you look at the Russian Mir project. That was supposed to have originally been completed in 2013. They didn't even start part of it until 2013. And then here they get into 2022, finally got it up. And boom, bang. And it's not, even though there's a lot of the infrastructure to pipelines that had to be laid, but they lost so much of the most highly technical aspect. There's a difference between laying pipeline and this. And that's one of the other things someone asked me, because they had seen pictures, that we've been trying to give updates. I think we've done a better job with pictures and updates than any other helium company out there. I'm proud of what we've done. We've tried to do more updates, more pictures than anyone else, maybe to our detriment in some ways, because it can create a lot of people just what if. But I had a gentleman who was out there, and he said, there's like 4 wells. Why are there like 7 lines? Well, there's a good reason for that. We dug 1 trench, and it's not like just digging through dirt. You come up with the sand rock out there, and it comes out in 8-foot chunks. So you end up with this huge thing. I said, we're not coming back. So we actually, from where we had an idea where we would be drilling for the hydrogen well, we actually laid the line in. Why incur another $300,000 cost when it's just a few $1,000, $25,000, $30,000 to throw in an extra smaller line just to deal with the hydrogen? Now, is there a guarantee we're going to use it? No, but I think there's a real good chance. But it's, again, that's already been incurred. It's there. It will help us on putting that aspect when we get to working with Beam Earth on that, how we
Yeah.
monetize that.
And that's the part I don't want people to forget. I mean, you're a helium company and noble gases, but that hydrogen field story, that is ongoing and developing. I'm sure we'll touch base on that in the near future. And also, just to tie it kind of all together too, anybody who's been looking at the news and looking at Taiwan, the semiconductor industry, it is in a critical phase right now as well. And I always remind people, whether it's like data storage, like your Amazon, your Google, whoever, or it's your Taiwanese semiconductor or any semiconductor, they need a lot of high-grade helium.
It is. And like I've said before, we've discussed it before, and Donna and I've said, we could have every well that we've drilled, and if it would have been at 30 million cubic feet a day and 10% helium, it's not, and this is just hypothetical, that would supply less than 5% of what the TSMC plant would require. That's why it's like, this market's not going away. I guarantee you, Air Liquide's not worried about us.
No.
They're not losing sleep.
I'm glad you put in that perspective, because that gives someone a sense of that's one company. They're a huge company. The needs that are there to put it into perspective of the size of this market. And I don't think anybody's thinking that tech's going to end and that we've stopped data storage,
No.
or we're going to stop crypto mining or video, all of the things that we need, or even the nuclear story, which is developing as we go on as well, for nuclear reactors. This space is only getting attention now that it should be. And like I said, you're on that cusp now where we're on the execution phase, and we'll be watching very eagerly as the next months develop.
Well, thank you for having me on today. I'm glad you get a chance to give folks an update, and it was very gratifying to have everybody who showed up that we had invited, even though there was a record snowfall in Flagstaff, the day before, but that's okay. Hey, we got quite a few people there, and they were duly impressed by looking inside, under the hood, so to speak. And it's like, without exception, it was a wow, this is amazing. Those words were repeated. Wow, this is amazing.
Well, that's the best way to end an interview. That's great. Well, thanks so much, Robert. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks. Have a great weekend.